Jo, moin, wir sind Optimist Cricket Club hier in Luxembourg und wir sind der nächste Stopp von Backyard Cricket.
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to Walferdange, where this series is hotting up in every sense of the word. It's a beautiful day here at the fabulous Optimists Cricket Club, and it's the hosts who hold a 1-0 series lead over the England tourists thanks to their heavy win in the ODI last time out. We've now arrived at the short form leg of the tour, and today is the first of two crucial T20s. Let's head down to the ground where the two captains are ready for the toss.
Alex, Will, inaugural England-Luxembourg backyard cricket game. Right, Alex, call it in the air.
Hills.
It is flat, so Will, you've got the choice.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a bowl.
Okay, any reason for that?
Yeah, we don't have a clue what we're doing. So we've never seen.
That makes both teams.
We've never seen you guys back like this before, and this situation. So I think if we have a bowl, it's just a very simple discipline of just getting the ball down to the other end. Because it's a shorter wicket, we'll have the first 6 balls aren't going to be just full tosses. And then just the basic rotation of players. That's quite easy for a captain to manage, or batting order and how you score and how you run. We've got no idea, so we want to watch you guys.
If you're trying to learn off the experts, probably the wrong idea.
Pick the wrong team.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks a lot, right.
Cheers.
Pleasure. Looking forward to it. Right.
Thank you.
So Luxembourg will bowl, and this is the team Will Heath takes charge of. 8 changes from that ODI victory, but Marcus Cope survives, and he was impressive with bat and ball. Among the 6 debutants, Ashgar Ali Khan has been touted as a potential star. Today's player to watch for the Lux boys, though, is Ovez Ali Musa. He looked dangerous in the ODI, and now that he's had his first go at backyard cricket out the way, he could be a dangerous proposition. For England, they brought the bare 10 with them, so no changes to their lineup, and they will bat with the last man standing due to being a player short on this tour. The batting unit could use some runs, and while the bowling has been largely positive on this tour, they did struggle for penetration last time out with the fully taped ball. If they're going to win this series, they are going to need Rob Maguire to be somewhere near his best. He's shown flashes of brilliance so far, and England will hope that that can translate into a match-winning performance today. And if you're looking for somewhere in Surrey to net ahead of the coming summer, PowerPlay Sports in Red Hill has the high-level coaching and state-of-the-art facilities you need. Book now using the link in the description below. We're just about to get underway here in Walferdange for the first ever Luxembourg v England Backyard 2020.
Good evening everybody, and welcome to the Optimist Club in Walferdange for a historic day, Luxembourg and England's first ever Backyard 2020 International, and it is my pleasure to talk through this with you, sponsored, as you heard earlier, by PowerPlay Sports. Find your form. Thank you to Ali Pervez and his team down there. Really looking forward to this one. Hopefully a good game in store for us. It's an evening game today. It's going to be a 6:30 p.m. start here in Luxembourg. And the England tourists are ready to make their way onto the field. And it looks as though it's going to be Lance Sharrock partnering his captain, Alex Smith. Ovez Ali Musa going to start the bowling for Luxembourg, and there's very few people in the ground today who understand the importance of this match more than this man, the England captain. He knows 1 game down in the series. If they lose today, they'll be 2-0 down with 2 to play, and their chances of winning disappearing with it. For Luxembourg, they know they've got 3 bites at the cherry to at least secure a draw from this campaign. 2 2020s and a 10-over match left in the series, including today. And Ovez Ali Musa, who bowled well in the ODI, looked a decent player, is going to start us off, and he's got the England captain in his sights. Flicked away into the leg side, and no run. They turn down the single. We are off and running here in Walferdange. Welcome again to all of you at home. It's been a good series, close, competitive series, and we hope for more of the same. Smith defends into the offside. Lacked a thriller really this series. The test match threatened it. The ODI was a bit of a flattening. Hopefully we've got something in store for us today. And turned into the leg side, this will be the first run of the day for England. And in fact it's been given as a leg bye, no bat involved. Lance Sharrock it is then, the new man at the other end, opening for the first time in backyard cricket. Father of young Albie, also in this England team, and he's shown a good defensive game, Lance Sharrock, in this series. Spent time at the crease, not been able to score fluently, but he's got a love for a switch hit, so we might see that at some point today, hopefully. Ovez Musa then, and a little curtain rail outside off stump. Good start this for Luxembourg, good disciplined start from Musa. Just had Sharrock indecisive here. Looks calm, unflustered, South African born. That's going to be a wide surely. And I suspect he will prove a difficult cage to rattle for Luxembourg, Lance Sharrock. He works in law enforcement, he's a case officer now, he has been a police officer in the past. So he's dealt with tougher situations than he's likely to here. Tough cricketer, tough character. Bit of an eccentric. The England boys love him. Big drinker. And he's had a half waft at that. I think it was a leave, really, in truth. End of the first over then. We're off and running, and it's a good one from Ovez Musa. England 2 for none off the first. At this beautiful venue, that's the Optimist Club Pavilion, newly built.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's Mangarish behind the stumps, welcoming us all to the wonderful, wonderful country of Luxembourg. What a great and proud nation. We've loved our time here thus far. The England boys are thoroughly enjoying themselves on and off the field. Ben Lyon it will be to bowl the second over for us then, to Alex Smith, and right in behind it. England's most experienced player, Alex Smith, their most experienced batter, second in the BCE all-time runs list. Hopes will be resting on his shoulders. Leading run scorer in the series thus far, but he didn't get them like that. It was there to be hit. It was a bit of a freebie from Lyon. It was wide, and Smith has a big reach, but not quite big enough on that occasion. But Luxembourg on top in the opening exchanges here. A little bit of frustration from England perhaps. Driven straight to the fielder. First shot in anger from the tourists. They've come over here from mostly around the Croydon area in South London. And dropped into the offside, and that'll be the first run off the bat for England. Alex Smith off the mark. And that will ease a few tensions among the England team. Pretty standard field that Luxembourg have set, 2-2. The only point of interest might be that the square leg is very square. You can see Captain Will Heath there on the left hand of your screen. And it is him that's sweeping this one up as Sharrock tucks it away. And that's Lance Sharrock off the mark. Both openers off the mark in successive deliveries. And that'll prove relaxing for England, but they haven't got a boundary away yet. Just 4 runs from the opening 11 deliveries. From the opening 12, 2 overs down then, and Luxembourg on top at the moment. Just building a bit of pressure. Good over from Ben Lyon. That on your screen there was the Luxembourg captain, Will Heath. What a delight he's been. Lead groundsman here at the Optimist Club. He's produced this pitch specially for the occasion. It's around 14 yards in length. Very green. There was a lot of rain before the England boys flew here. And it's led to a low-scoring series. We've seen seam movement has been the big factor from the pitch so far in this campaign. The movement off the surface, and it's spun as well. What can Rupesh Bingu bring to the table on debut? Oh, close to leg stump. It'll be a wide, I'm sure. Umpire's deliberating over it. Anything down leg side, automatically a wide in backyard limited overs, internationals. And clubbed away, he kind of shovelled it towards mid-wicket, Lance Sharrock, but again picks the field. England just a bit tense to me. Just seems as though a bit of frustration might be creeping in. They've gone stodgy. That's good from Bingu. Luxembourg need to capitalise on this. They don't need to change too much of what they're doing. They've been hitting some good areas. England have started slowly. There is pressure on these two just building now. And Bingu just needs to keep it in a good area. It's punched and they're going to go and there's indecision. Big problem and Lance Sharrock's gone. Oh, what a shame for Lancey Sharrock. He's been sold the dummy, I think, by his captain. I think both of them might be a bit to blame for this. Let's see if there was a call. Can we hear anything from Lance Sharrock as he drops this into the leg side? It was Will Heath, the fielder. Well, he does kind of half say yeah, and then no. I think they're both responsible for this. Sharrock has undercommitted and Smith has overcommitted, and it leads to the first wicket for England. I don't think there's a run there in truth, and Will Heath has done very well. Calm head, and Luxembourg on the board early. What a shame for Lance Sharrock. I'm not sure what he's referring to there. That might be a frustrated pop at his captain, and it's understandable. That's really, really disappointing for him. Promoted up the order today. It was a good opportunity. And ends in disarray. And England have redressed their slow start by promoting Tim Cavey to number 3. He's a crackerjack. Shot a ball approach generally. But it's Alex Smith on strike and with Rupesh on a roll. Luxembourg on a roll, off the leg, good delivery. What a good start this has been from Luxembourg, very disciplined, very active. Punched, and this could be the first boundary. It is. Smith picks the gap at cover. Nothing more than a push, really. But how England needed that at the end of the third over. First boundary of the 2020 leg of this series. Not much to it in truth, just back of a length from Bingu, lost his length a touch. And one ball to go in what's been an otherwise decent over. And a good finish off the leg again. Well done, Rupesh Bingu, impressive in his first over in backyard cricket. And Luxembourg have the wicket. England in trouble here at 9 for 1. And Alex Smith knows he's got some atoning to do for his part in that dismissal. Top run scorer in the series at the moment. Largely because of his 81 in the test match. A couple of Luxembourgers leading the wicket tallies. Young Eddie Hudson has been so impressive with bat and ball, but not playing today, and that's a blow for Luxembourg. Kumaresan Matayaralagan starts with a wide. Another on debut. We'll see how Tim Cavey settles. He's got the potential to really change the look of this match quickly. He's a free scoring player. He's a bowler by nature. But he likes to give it a go. And facing his first delivery now. Pushed and for Tim Cavey off the mark first ball, and that's why he's been promoted in these limited overs games. He's been promoted because he's a mile a minute batter and he can do this. Just eased into that. Not much to it. But it's a good start for Tim Cavey. Relaxing start, and England will be breathing slightly easier now perhaps. And where's that? That's in front of square. Another boundary. Successive balls for Tim Cavey. Good response from England this. A stodgy start and then the run out of Sharrock. They've responded with a flurry of boundaries. And Tim Cavey's off to a cracking start. That's how you do it. And it's Matayaralagan under pressure. The first Luxembourg bowler to feel the heat thus far. Cut hard, well fielded. Hamid Kabir, it is at point, did very well there. That came quickly. And suddenly the scoreboard has a more even look about it. Oh, and a big swing and a swish. Well, you're going to see that from Tim Cavey. That's the way he plays. He will go after everything, and we love him for it. That's a big part of the reason he's been promoted up to number 3 today. Matayaralagan again, 2 to go in the over. Drilled, 4 again. Well played, Tim Cavey. And the England boys love that. Well, this is an intriguing over, isn't it? Great start. Feels like the game's come to life properly now. Tim Cavey has brought some energy to proceedings. That's a lovely shot. Beautifully played. It's his best area, Cavey. Elegant. Held the pose, and right he should. Matayaralagan, been a tough over for him, but he's going to go round the wicket to finish. Will a change of angle bring him a change of fortunes? Cavey on the charge at the moment. Baseball stance he's got. Oh, it wasn't far away from leg stump. And it's not given as a wide. I think the umpire's just saying there it might have gone under Cavi's foot. So that's the end of the fourth then. 22-1. Anybody's game now. That's the state of the series. Anybody's series still. Luxembourg have the advantage, of course. England had the better of the test match but couldn't force a victory. Luxembourg forced a very emphatic victory in the ODI, and Marcus Cope was a big part of that with his runs. He bowled well too. Very impressive player, Marcus Cope. He looked in that ODI, and we're excited to see more of him as this series goes on. England won't be. Oh, nice turn early on, and again that's found the leg. Smith hasn't settled here, really. One nice push for 4 aside. It's been a tough start for the England skipper. Driven. Not with any power or conviction. And Cope on the money already. Down the pitch, in the air, and it's gone through for 4. Well, was this a chance? Did this carry to Marcus Cope? We should get a pretty clear sight of it from this angle. Smith was positive, and I think that has carried. It's a tough chance coming low down. It's ankle height at best, but it has carried to Marcus Cope, and England survive. First moment of fortune for the tourists. And if they had to pick a player in this England lineup to benefit from a bit of luck, I think they'd pick the captain, their most experienced batter. England are going to need him today, and they know how important that could be. And again, Cope finds turn. We saw spin in the ODI, but it was slow spin. Just signs already that it's zipping through a bit quicker today. Get down the pitch again, and he's missed it by a mile, and very, very lucky once again. Mangarish, I think, was unsighted with the gloves on. It was a stumping opportunity, but it goes begging. Second big chance Smith has survived in this over. It's beautifully bowled by Marcus Cope. Positive footwork didn't help him on that occasion. And that's a big let-off for the England captain. Martin Smith, another off spinner, going to follow it up. Full toss, driven, didn't get all of it, but he gets a single. What a good proactive start Tim Cavi's given us here. Much more equipped to what England need. And we're going to have a battle of the namesakes now. Smith to Smith. Martin, the South African-born Luxembourg bowler, to the England captain, who's struggling at the moment. Not found any rhythm thus far, but push and four. That'll make him feel a lot better, Alex Smith. He needed that. He's been tied up. He's not been hitting it well. But he'll feel good about that. Good placement. Martin Smith under pressure at the start of the over, and the England boys roaring on their captain, and driven a 4, and that's more like it. That's more like it for Alex Smith. Just starting to unwind now. Another full toss, and this time he really throws the kitchen sink at it. Made a good noise off the bat, didn't it? He's clobbered it. How will Martin Smith respond? Well, with an ugly one. Wide ball. Losing his action a touch here. Under pressure early. And this is what England needed. Belatedly, they're getting into this game. Turn again. Slow turn. Driven, well fielded. Ben Lyon, it is at cover. He's had a busy couple of minutes in that area. And well left. Turned again, though. Skidded through that time. But another run for England to build on. 11 off this over already. Cut, doesn't get all of it. Again, that one looked like it may have just died a touch. It's been a tough pitch to bat on in this series, in fairness. Oh, and there's further signs of it. Good delivery from Martin Smith. Zip that one through a bit quicker, and that's the end of the 6th. 37 for 1. Who's next then? Remind you at this stage that Luxembourg have 11 players, England only 10. Mangarish is the designated keeper for Luxembourg. Normally bowls off spin, but he won't bowl today to ensure 2 rotations of 10. Oh, well fielded. Marcus Cope getting in the way of that. It's Ananth, the new bowler. Tim Cavi hit it well. He's middling everything at the moment, Tim Cavi. And flicked away, and he'll get another single for this. Rotation of strike important. Oh, that's been given as a leg bye. I thought he did get a tickle on that, Cavi, but he's not going to get the run. No, that'll be a wide. Uglier that time. And it's Ananth now who's unable to settle as England look to impose themselves. Oh, bottom edge. Well, that one stayed down. It's been a difficult surface to bat on all the way through this series, and this kind of thing is why the odd one just scooting through. Signs of that already this morning, or this evening, I should say. That was set up. Oh, what a waste. Smith knows that should have gone. That was a pudding that didn't come off. Oh, and a flash outside off stump. Well, there's frustration building again for Smith here. Just lacking any kind of fluency this evening. Late on that one. Seen a couple of nice shots from him, but unable to really find his rhythm at all. Driven and can't pick a gap, and that's been a problem for England today, particularly for Smith. He's now faced 26 deliveries for his 17. But he won't be panicking. Experienced player. Tends to quicken up as he goes along, so he'll back himself to make this up later on. But this slow start can't go on forever from the England captain. Tim Cavi has shown the way. Will Heath, the Luxembourg captain. Full toss, driven, and again it's not in a gap. It's Rupesh Bingo at mid-off. Luxembourg beginning to impose themselves again now. It's been a delightful start to this contest. There's been this way and that. Both teams toing and froing. The pressure keeps transferring here. It's been 7 and a bit overs of very good cricket so far. And Luxembourg, I'd say, are on top at this stage. Oh, they certainly are now. Tim Cavi's gone. Well, the frustration was building for England, and Tim Cavi has launched one into orbit. Luxembourg's captain is on the board, Will Heath. Tim Cavi, what on earth was he thinking? Oh dear. He's absolutely mullered it. In any normal form of cricket, this is a 6.5. We'll see from here how far it's gone. It's 35 yards over the rope. Oh, brilliant for Tim Cavi. Not so brilliant for England. He's gone 39 for 2. And just listen to this reception. Brilliant from the England boys. What a joy it's been to have Alvin Sathya back among us in backyard cricket. 4 years out with life-threatening Kikuchi fever. And he's had a brilliant start to his return. Runs and wickets in this series. Oh, but nothing today. Oh, what a shame. And even Will Heath looks guilty about that one. But it's a big moment for the Luxembourg captain. Alvin Sathya's gone first ball. It's a double strike for the hosts. And Will Heath is delivering a significant moment in the early stages of this match. What a good over this has been. And what a shame it is for Alvin Sathya after the roaring reception. But the real win for him is just being here on this tour and just being back amongst the backyard England boys again. So no harm, no foul for Alvin Sathya. We're just delighted to have him here. He's got a role to play with the ball later on. But for now, the role being played by Will Heath with the ball is the crucial one. What a double strike that is. Well done, Alvin Sathya. And we will see him again later on in the evening. But Will Heath is on a hat-trick, and it's Tiru Ramasamy he's got in his sights. Promoted after some runs and some defiance in the ODI. Lasted more than 50 deliveries in that, making that 16, and he's got a hat-trick ball to deal with here. Heath to Ramasamy. Flicked away, and it'll be a single to the leg side, so no hat-trick for Will Heath.
Well done, mate.
But what a brilliant start to the over it's been. The first real heavyweight punch landed by either of these teams in this match, and it's come from the Luxembourg skipper. Led his team well so far this morning. And pushed, and he's going to throw it in. Here we go, a bit of aggression. That's what we've been waiting for. It's all been about tension and pressure thus far. That's the first outpouring. The first real visceral moment between the two captains. You love to see it, don't you? Smith and Heath, the two leaders of these nations. And a bit of a handshake between them to the right of your screen there. They love it, really. These two teams have been getting on really well so far in this series. And the new bowler is Ashgar Ali Khan on debut in backyard cricket. We're told he's decent. Let's see what he can deliver. Full toss punch. He's got a wicket first ball. Ashgar Ali Khan strikes, and I don't think he can quite believe it. It's such a gimme for Luxembourg, and England's middle order are falling apart here. Tiru Ramasamy is gone. And that is about as soft a dismissal as you could ever wish to see. Dear oh dear, England's middle order going AWOL. Ramasamy's gone for 1, 40 for 4. It's 3 wickets in 2 minutes. And with the series on the line, England cannot afford this. This was not on the agenda for the day. Albie Sharrock, 16 years of age. Another in his debut series. 8 debutants among England's 10.
But whatever the score is here, so it's now going to be for 4.
Oh, and it's cut him in half first ball. What a rough introduction that was for Albie Sharrock. He had no chance with this. It's a scuttler. In fairness, he probably could have got forward a bit, but other than that, it's hard to know what he could have done with it. Brilliant start from Ashgar Ali Khan. He finds his length. Well played, Albie Sharrock. That'll settle some nerves. The youngest backyard international of all for England, 16 years of age. And a word from his more experienced captain. Pushed and on to misfield and 4. Marcus Cope gives England the freebie and Sharrock gets his first boundary. And I think Smith has lost his beer. I think Ashgar Ali Khan kicked over the stumps on his way through. The most important thing is the boundary for England. The most important thing for Smith is that he needs a new source of hydration.
We get 10 penalty runs for losing a beer.
Well, I said I'd accept a 4. I think 10 is a good.
We make sure the scoreboard's going for it.
Don't worry about the scoreboard. Somebody get him a new beer. And Albie Sharrock plays down the ground. Well played and well fielded. One to come in a very good over from Ashgar Ali Khan. Made a good early impression here. Clipped away. Sharrock will get one for that. It's gone through the fence, but it's still a single. A little bit of discussion about the rules at this particular ground. And what a ground it is that Luxembourg have put together for us. The Optimist Club in Walferdange. Put this together at very, very short notice. This series was only agreed on 3 months before the England team threw out here. They've had to prepare a wicket on their outfield, specific to backyard sizes and requirements. Put up all of the fencing, got all the banners and the decorations around it, sponsorships in place. They've built a new pavilion. All in the name of joining the backyard family and expanding the backyard cricket game internationally, which is, of course, the stated goal of Backyard Cricket England. That's why they're here, to spread the message of the joys of this game around Europe and around the world. It's another tour for the Backyard England boys. Their last one was to Australia and New Zealand for the Ashes and the World Cup, in which they performed credibly but didn't come home with a trophy. They'll be hoping to avoid a similar fate here. Hamad Kabir is going to be the final bowler in this first rotation for Luxembourg. And that'll be a wide first ball. Albie Sharrock looking a little nervous to me. Doesn't quite look as though he's settled yet, but he's doing okay. England need a recovery job. Punched, and that'll be harmlessly collected by Martin Smith. The run rate is a problem for England here, of course. Coming to the 10th over we're into now. Just 46 on the board, 4 wickets down. Still good players to come, though. That's the good news for England. Some of their more destructive players are still to come. Flicked away from Sharrock and well fielded by Will Heath. Lovely little rollover. Not sure how much of that was necessary or just for the cameras, but good fun. A slip down leg, and that's P-rolled along the floor again. Albie Sharrock will be thanking his lucky stars that that wasn't straight, because that would have been a problem. Kabir again then, looking to reset. Oh, and beaten outside off stump. Seam movement again. It's been the theme of this pitch in this series, the seam movement for the quicks. And that one's jagged away from Sharrock. England under a wall of pressure at the moment. Edged and safe. It's in the gap. I don't think it would have carried anyway. But it's a nervy moment that Sharrock survives again. Tough batting conditions out here. England under the pump. Left alone. Hard to know what exactly a par score is, given that it's the first 2020 Backyard International played at this ground. But under normal circumstances, you'd be saying 120 gives you a very, very even game. 130 generally is a good, slightly above par score in backyard cricket. And England are not out of sight of that, despite their poor start. Work to do, of course. But we're 10 overs down. That's the end of the first rotation, and this is the story so far. It's been dominated by the Luxembourg captain, Will Heath. 2 wickets in successive balls and the run out of Lance Sharrock. He's been terrific. 2 for 1 his over, and a wicket 2 for the impressive Ashgar Khan. But there's been a few Luxembourg bowlers who have impressed in that rotation. They look a solid all-round unit. And Ovez Ali Musa back on. Bowled the first and will bowl the 11th. And Sharrock punching down the ground. Scored a boundary off, I think, his 3rd delivery, Albie Sharrock, but has struggled to get much away since then. Strike rate just creeping up again. Or creeping down, I should say, sorry. That's a wide ball. The extra is really keeping England in this at the moment. Smith has just 17 from the opening 10 overs. He's struggled to get anything away. Been slightly allowed to do that because of the wickets tumbling around him, but there's a chance here, a big chance, and he's safe. I think Ovez dropped the ball. I think Albie Sharrock was in trouble here, but Ovez Musa dropped the ball when it was thrown to him. And England survive, and it brings up the 50. It's been tough going, tough batting conditions, and a very good Luxembourg attack. Musa this time driven. Is that in front of square? I think it is. 4 runs. Smith moves into the 20s in the 11th over. He's taken a while over these runs. Had to with the wickets going down. But gets that one away. That's an important blow for England. They need to put their foot on the gas here in the second half of this innings. Oh, and beaten. Again, seam movement. Again, whenever England think they can break the shackles, Luxembourg just exerting pressure, exerting control. It's been a real to and fro contest, this. And beating him again. And it's Musa on top now. How quickly things change here in Walferdange. Very spicy surface. Very two-paced. Smith has just taken a step out of his crease for the last ball of the over, which he punches, and punches beautifully. Well, that's the best moment for England in this innings so far. That's the cleanest and most dominant strike we've seen up to now from the tourists. Smith has played that on the up. I think his frustrations are beginning to get the better of him here, Smith, and he wants to cut loose now. And that's the way to do it. Glorious strike. And will his young partner draw some inspiration from that, perhaps? It's Ben Lyon to bowl to the 16-year-old Albie Sharrock.
We're going to have to do it.
Leg side touched by Sharrock, but not into the gap. First over went for just 2, Ben Lyon. He looked tidy enough. Didn't offer much of a threat, but was efficient. Bit of a delay, but they're ready now. Clipped, and he does call the yes, and they've committed to it and gone, and well done. Good running. That was a tight one, but Sharrock immediately said, yeah, we're going to go, and committed full throttle to it. That was a good piece of cricket from the youngster. And it's now Smith's turn to face the music from Ben Lyon. Short and pushed, and Heath is down, but doesn't stop the boundary. 4 more to Alex Smith, and he's starting to build up a head of steam here. Had a bit of luck on this occasion, Smith from the field, but his footwork was good, and all that matters is the 4. Oh, that's off the leg, I think. Don't think he got any edge on that. Remember, you can only be LBW in backyard cricket if you're not playing a shot, and Smith was then. Driven, and that's going to be 4 again. Nicely played. Well, have Luxembourg missed their boat? Smith is starting to look good now. He's fought really, really hard for these runs, but he's just starting to cut loose a little bit, and the timing is starting to come. And that was a good shot, and again, he's looked better today when he's played these drives on the up.
Go on, doggy!
Lyon under pressure, 9 off this over, 1 ball to go. Driven, but straight to the fielder this time, and England will take that. Bit more like it now from England. The last 2 overs have gone for 19. And suddenly again the game takes on a more even look, and the role of Alex Smith looks ever more significant as this game progresses. England have good players to come, of course, and one of them is at the crease with him, young Sharrock. And another word of advice from the skipper to his young partner, talking him through the next couple of stages of this contest. Rupesh Bingu is back on. Well played. Good delivery from Bingu. He looked good in the first rotation.
Did you do 12 overs?
Seems to be a very accurate bowler, Bingu, and he found movement in both directions off the seam. In the air and gone. Sharrock's out. Good catch from Khan. And Bingu has a wicket that he deserves today. Albie Sharrock's torturous innings, frustrated innings, comes to an end. Couldn't quite keep it down. And Rupesh Bingu has the breakthrough for Luxembourg just as that partnership was beginning to settle. It's a good sharp catch from Ashgar Khan. Yeah, just maybe popped on him a little bit. Couldn't get over the top. And Albie Sharrock has gone, and he never really settled in truth. He's gone for 8, 67 for 5, England. An appreciation for the work done by Ashgar Khan. That was a sharp grab. But there won't be many Backyard Cricket England players England would rather see coming into this situation than Rob Maguire. Looked decent enough in this series so far, but not been able to go on with his starts. He does hold, as that one's off his leg first ball, he does hold the second highest BCE score ever. 166 not out in a domestic test back in 2021. Won't need quite that many today. Punch down is fielded by Slip, and there'll be a run here. Maguire off the mark. And with the left-hand, right-hand combination now at the crease, that'll irk the Luxembourg bowlers if too much more of that continues. Needed his Slip to do better there for him, Rupesh Bingu. Punch, but straight to the field. And again, Rupesh Bingu has been impressive in this over. Just the 1 run off it as well as the wicket. He's been one of the standouts for Luxembourg this evening. It's been a really good set from him. Punched on, it's gone through for 4, and I think that was a chance. That was perhaps a clearer chance than the one from Marcus Cope earlier on. But Alex Smith survives a caught and bowled opportunity again. And that was a good catchable high. Still a tough grab for Bingu. He would have had to change directions. But it was presentable. And that's a big moment of fortune for England and their captain. Smith survives again. Living dangerously today, of course you have to. There's an element of that on this surface. It's a tough pitch for batting. So you're going to need an element of luck. As Matai again bears in on Rob Maguire. Ooh, ugly one. Will he get away with it? No, he won't. No ball. Mitesh Patel, the umpire there. Matai again had a tough first over. And he doesn't seem to have settled here in the early stages. Full toss, clipped away, but fielded. I think that's Kabir at square leg. No, down leg, it'll be another wide. He just hasn't really settled today on debut, Matai Lagan. And I wonder if his action might be the reason for that. It's quite a stunted action. He doesn't seem to build momentum as he runs in. It's a bit stop-start, and I don't think it's doing him any favours, really. Driven straight to the fielder, though. Gets away with it. England will be feeling a little more relaxed about their circumstances now. If we say 120 is par, 6 overs to go after this one, and that'll be a leg bite. Well, there's just been a call of 2 to come from the scorers. We make it 3 with the no ball and the wide. Hopefully that will be corrected. England need every delivery they can get. So too to Luxembourg at this stage. Oh, beating him. Good delivery. Best that Kumaresan Matayaralagan has bowled today. And again, a hint of seam movement. But England feeling more relaxed. 6 overs to go after this one. If 120, 130 is around par, then they're on course to reach that if they don't lose too many more wickets. Oh, shot. Oh, that's the best shot Smith's played today. They certainly will reach par if he stays there. He's into the 40s now. And for the first time today, his strike rate's above a run a ball. But what a good shot this is. One hand off the bat. Beautifully played. That was authoritative. And that's the end of the 14th then. The first 2020 international in backyard cricket between these two nations, sponsored by PowerPlay Sports. England are 79 for 5, but they're going to have a trial by spin now. Marcus Cope bowled a brilliant first over, unrewarded. Oh, and turn already there. And again, that's the difference today. In the ODI, we saw slow turn. Marcus Cope has got them zipping through quicker this evening. And those are good signs for Luxembourg. England don't have a frontline spinner in their ranks. Albie Sharrock's part-time left armers, the closest that they've got. Luxembourg still have Martin Smith to bowl in this rotation, so a spinning pitch offers Luxembourg more support than England. Marcus Cope is prodding and probing and causing Maguire problems. And he's knocked him over. There's the reward. It's gone straight on, and Maguire's played all around it. Marcus Cope has a wicket that he thoroughly deserves. And a little bit of the Cole Palmer from Marcus Cope. But that was quicker and flatter, and it's beaten Rob Maguire. Well, I think he should have kept it out, really. Shouldn't have got through that gap, but it has done. And England have lost their vice-captain. And another player who never really settled, 1 off 9. The new batters are really struggling to get to grips with this surface. If you spend time at the crease, Smith has shown that it can ease up for you. But it's very, very tricky conditions for Mitesh Patel to walk into here. But he's a good player. Hits his very first ball of this series for 6, Mitesh Patel, off of a spinner. That wasn't Marcus Cope. But he needs to do a job for England here. Cope has his tail up. Oh, he's got another wicket! Gone first ball, Patel's gone. Similar delivery, quicker and flatter, but there was turn from Cope here. And he's got 2 in 2 for the second time today. A Luxembourg bowler is on a hat-trick. And that one has come back in and clanked middle stump. In fact, it may even have been leg stump. That's come in a long way. Well bowled. Well, doesn't Marcus Cope look a good bowler in backyard cricket? Been dangerous all the way through this match. And that's gutting for Mitesh Patel. And beneath that smile will be a bit of pain, I think. And he's going to come straight back in and resume his umpiring duties. And it's Zayan to go to bat for England now. Once again, England line up to a hat-trick ball. Zayan has shown flashes of form so far in his debut series. He's shown promise, but not yet made the big score. But he's got to face the hat-trick ball from Cope. Turn again, inside edge, and Zayan gets the single, survives and thrives. Marcus Cope doesn't get the treble, but 2 is good enough for Luxembourg. It's been another match-changing over. Just when England was starting to show some authority, they're on the back foot once again. Driven, 4 runs, a counter-attack from Smith. A brilliant over, a brilliant spell from Cope comes to an end with a slightly disappointing note. But it's been a terrific over from Cope. And a good response with the back leg raised from the England captain. Punched nicely, and he looks in good form now. Just showing the benefits of surviving the early stages on this pitch. The longer you're in, the more you can start to find a bit of fluency. Smith, remember, had 17 off 28 balls. He's now scored 28 off his last 12 deliveries. 7 fours in that time. Cut loose since the halfway point of this innings, but it's going to be another trial by spin. Martin Smith. Well played by Zayan. Smith doesn't bowl as quickly through the air as Cope, but he's found just as much turn today so far. First over was erratic, but he's a good bowler when he settles. Oh, that's going to be 4. Slight misfield. Zayan's first boundary. Didn't have to work too hard for it. Punch back down the ground, and Martin Smith, I think, took his eye off it. But he gets so much power behind it, Zayan. Big old unit. Destructive player when he gets in, and England really need him now. Has popped up in the air, and it's Cope under it, and he's never going to drop it. England have lost another. 88 for 8 now. And Zayan, it's yet another in a litany of soft dismissals for England today. Yes, it's a tough pitch to bat on. Yes, fluency has been difficult to find. But this really is a gift. Marcus Cope is never going to put that down, and Martin Smith has a freebie. His first over went for 11. Zayan had just hit him for 4. And they've gifted him a route back into his game without really making him work for it, and it's so disappointing for England. And in the blink of an eye, they are 8 down, and that is all their frontline batters gone, with the exception of Smith, who's still there, of course. It is only James Hollands to come. He's making his way out to the middle now. Never played any type of cricket ever before this tour. He's here as a favour to his old friend Smith. And he's adapted pretty well, you have to say. He's hit a 6 in this series. Great energy, great enthusiasm. But can he survive a wave of Luxembourg pressure? Martin Smith then to Hollands. He's knocked him over first ball, 2 in a row. And for the 3rd time today, Luxembourg striking successive balls. This brilliant all-round bowling unit is delivering in style here. And England's hopes of staying in this match are withering on the vine at the moment. James Hollands goes for a blob. Oh dear, great moment for Martin Smith, but Hollands got absolutely nowhere near that in truth. He's going to have to stay as a runner. Alex Smith will bat now as a last man standing for England because they've only got 10 players on this tour. And the hopes of winning this match, and indeed this series, rest on this contribution. Smith to Smith then. Keeps it out, no hat-trick this time. 3rd opportunity Luxembourg have had at a hat-trick, and 3rd one that England have repelled. But they've not repelled much else today, in truth. Oh, that's beaten him. A good delivery to finish for Martin Smith. Another outstanding over from Luxembourg. 88 for 9 England now. And Smith fortunate to survive. Well, has he done himself a mischief there? He had a side injury coming into this match, Smith. Goodness me, look at that scorecard. Top heavy, to say the very least. He's the only one who's got to grips with it, really, the England captain. More than half the runs to his name. And just a trail of good bowling and soft batting. But you have to give Luxembourg all the credit. They have been terrific this evening. Flicked, that'll be 4. Smith moves to 49. Well, he is the sole obstacle between Luxembourg and a fairly routine victory here. England need at least 120, you would think, for par.
Well, he's the one that's done this comfortably the most often.
No, kept, just about kept out. May have come off the leg again. Crucial moments in the game now. 3.4 overs to go. How important these are going to be for the fate of the series, and that'll be the single that takes Smith to 50, will it? Oh, it's a direct hit. Umpire hasn't raised a finger, and the Luxembourg fielders don't look too sure. I think James Hollands has survived this. He has, and that means it's 50 for Alex Smith. What an important innings this has been. Been playing a different game to his England teammates so far today, and how they've needed him to. Oh, well, that's certainly something. That's absolutely puddinged in the pitch from Ananth. I'm not sure Smith knew quite what to make of it. Yeah, what can you do with that, really? All smiles, both teams. Oh, brilliant fun. Can he squeeze another 20 or 30 out of the last few overs here, Smith? Can he pull England up to something resembling a competitive target? Ananth in his sights at the moment. Pitched up, driven, lovely shot, 4 more. Starting to look somewhere near his best now, Smith. This is imposing from England. They need it to be. Crisp and clean down the ground. Ananth under pressure. Last ball of his spell coming up. 3 overs and 1 ball to go. Short ball, 4 dominant. Just what England needed here. It's 100 up. They've got to the 3 figures. That's the bare minimum they needed from this innings. And they've got there. And let's take a look at the role of the England captain in getting them to that milestone. 58. He's on to now, well over half the runs. And England have really needed this. He took a long time to get going. It's a tough pitch to find your fluency on, but when he did, a flurry of boundaries followed. His first series as captain, his first 2020 as England captain today. And he is rising to the occasion just when his team needed him to. It's his second 50 of the series leading run scorer. And he took Ananth to the cleaners a little bit in that over. And this was the last of them, that swiveled pull we saw a moment ago. And it looks just as good from this angle as well. Well played, Alex Smith. Second 50 of the series for him. And that's where it puts him in the BCE race to 1,000. Ricky Borrett, the all-time leading BCE run scorer. Smith, maybe give him pause for thought here with 2 matches still to go in this series. Not out of the question that he could get up and around Ricky Borrett by the end of it.
Sorry, this ground.
Will Heath then, the star of the first rotation for Luxembourg, and draws the bottom edge out of Smith here. The start of the 18th. This one, I think, just stuck in the pitch a little bit, perhaps. Smith maybe eyes lit up, bit greedy. Will Heath has 2 wickets and a run out today. Captained his team with authority and calm as well. It's been a brilliant day's work for Will Heath and for Luxembourg. In the air, 6 runs! And Smith is on the charge now. He's going after everything at the moment. And he's finding the middle. The first 6 of the innings for England. Long overdue, they might say. But every boundary Smith can find so crucial in these late stages. And putting his opposite number under pressure. Driven. Is it in the gap? No. Well fielded, and they don't take the single, and probably the right call. Holland survives. Rupesh Bingu with a good arm at mid-off. And for the first time today, Will Heath looking a little bit flustered. And a wide ball. This is the first time as a captain or as a bowler that Will Heath hasn't looked in total control of proceedings tonight. He's been terrific. But they need more from him. They need him to get this last wicket. They need him to put Smith out of the game. Punched straight to the fielder. That fielder was moved back straighter onto that rope after one of Smith's previous boundaries. And that's proved to be a good move from Heath. Cut right back and cut for 4. Stylish on this occasion. Dancing around his crease now, Smith. And Will Heath doesn't have an answer to this at the moment. Another good shot. Another good bit of placement. And a little note of applause from the bowler. I think he appreciated that. That was stylish. And he's not normally, Alex Smith. Normally a scrapper and a fighter. You don't associate him with style and class. But he's shown a bit today. 2 overs to go then, and Will Heath, what a good spell that was. Fell apart a little bit in his second over. But the damage he did in that first rotation with the 2 wickets and the run-outs, England never truly recovered from that. And it may prove still to be match-defining. Who knows? So much more cricket still to be played as we approach the end of the England innings. Ashgar Ali Khan will pose Smith a challenge. He was very, very good in his first over as well. Took a wicket with his first ball. Oh, and beat Smith first up.
So needless to say, for the test, you just half-wrap it.
The test, you half-wrap it and it goes miles.
Khan again then. It's full, it's driven, it's going to be another boundary. It's a great effort from Will Heath. A superb dive, but he was never going to stop it really. Alex Smith has added 29 as a last man standing in less than 3 overs now. And that on drive has been a key feature of the latter stage of this innings. And it's Khan on the receiving end this time, despite the brilliance of Will Heath's efforts. Driven straight to the fielder this time. Marcus Cope does well.
So, bowler keeper.
Oh, off the back leg, well bowled on. How good is this for a shot? They've sent a drone up, the Luxembourg boys. The Luxembourg Optimists club, they have a drone in their possession. We'll try and see more of that as this series goes on, but what a great picture that was. Oh, and that's a great picture for Ashkar Ali Khan. Luxembourg have finally knocked over the England captain. 117 is the final score. Have England just about scraped themselves to par? Hard to tell, but the importance of this moment is that delivery from Ashkar Khan. It's put an end on Smith's charge. And Luxembourg have had a brilliant evening here. They've been terrific to a man with the ball in the field. That was an outstanding performance. But it wasn't the only one. The only reason we have a competitive game on is because of Alex Smith. And the England captain will take his due applause now. Well played him. Well played Luxembourg. What a game we've got on our hands here. Well, what a top-heavy scorecard this is. Just 29 runs between the rest of the England team. Alex Smith made 72 and held that innings together. Some of those shots in the last few overs were as good as he's ever looked. Will Heath, the star for Luxembourg, 2 wickets and a run out. It was the story of the twos. Cope, Smith with double strikes as well, and Ashkar Khan was very impressive. But it was an outstanding all-round performance from Luxembourg. This is where it leaves us. We'll be back with the second innings in just a moment. We're going to head on down now to Tactical Talking Points. Well, today we're going to take a look at the importance of footwork in backyard cricket, and we're going to do this through the lens of 2 England players that have struggled to find their best form so far. Both youngster Albie Sharrock and the more experienced Rob Maguire have very different styles and setups, and both are very fine players, but they've both been the victims of their own feet in this series. Remember that most backyard pitches are only 13 to 14 yards in length, so the importance of being sharp on your feet is amplified. And young Sharrock's fatal flaw is that his front leg doesn't bend or press whether going forward or back, and this means that his head and shoulders have to carry the burden of transferring his entire body weight, leaving him stooped over with his eyes looking down rather than forward. The symptom this causes is that he becomes vulnerable to any delivery that rises, such as this one in the same over from Martin Smith. If we take a quick look at Albie's dismissals in this series, we can see how this issue manifests itself. In the first innings of the test, he gets a snorter from Eddie Hudson that bursts up on him, but on closer inspection we can see that his front leg gets planted and remains too upright, forcing the rest of his body to contort itself to react to the extra bounce, and he ends up playing this delivery with both feet in the air and his body weight heading upwards. It's a similar story in the second innings. Even as he attempts to get forward, his front leg remains too straight with his left knee well above his back knee. This delivery rises only to hip height, but because his front foot is planted, the rest of his body has to overcompensate to retain balance, and once again he plays this ball with his feet off the ground and his weight pushing upwards. As a point of comparison, Ollie Peacock made runs for Luxembourg in the ODI and has a similar upright high back lift setup to Sharrock, but the key is the bend in his front knee. As he presses forward, the front knee absorbs the transition, and when this ball gets big on him, he's in a good position to rock back where his back leg becomes the point of stability, and he can play this ball with his eyes and weight heading down and into the ball. Today it was the fuller ball that did for Albie Sharrock, and once more, as he attempts to move into the ball, the front leg doesn't bend and forces the rest of his body upwards to generate power. When he strikes it, all of his weight is headed up rather than forwards, and he can't keep it down. In this regard, I'd recommend studying the greatest backyard batter of them all. Australia's Brendan Scott also doesn't move too much at the crease and employs only minimal footwork, but his braced front foot when driving acts as a stabiliser and means that he can keep his head over the ball and generate power and control into the stroke. Albie Sharrock is, of course, only 16 years of age, and this tour has been a wonderful learning curve for him. And if he can better organise his feet against the quicks, then he's got a very, very bright future ahead of him. Rob Maguire has also had issues with his footwork, but after 3 years away from the backyard game, these can be attributed to rust as much as anything else.
On the surface, it looks like a slew of random dismissals, but the root cause that links them all is a lack of timing. His first dismissal in the test was a case of hesitation, wafting at a wide full toss with absolutely zero footwork evident at all. As we can see, he freezes up, and at the point of impact, you can't possibly expect this position to lead to good results. His weight is heading upwards, and naturally, so does the ball. In the second innings, he premeditates going back to Amit Halbarvi, which is fine, except that he moves a fraction too late and then overdoes it. With the ball already in flight, his feet are too far apart and he can't possibly get forward from this position should he need to. On landing, you'd expect this ball to be driven through the covers, but he's forced himself to have to push back, and because his initial movement happened too late, he's playing catch-up. And like Albi Sharrock before, he gets in a horrible position at the point of impact with both feet off the ground. Very next ball, as Halbarvi tears in again, Maguire commits to coming forward. Again, nothing wrong with that, but again his timing is off and he goes slightly too late. Once again, this leaves him having to swivel and catch up with the ball once it's shorter than expected, and this time he pays an altogether more painful price. Now for the third delivery, he resolves himself to go even harder, and this time he gets his timing right and goes a fraction of a second earlier. Unfortunately, in his enthusiasm, he massively overcommits with the first step and somehow ends up with his back leg crossed ahead of his front foot. In search of balance, his front foot then overcompensates and ends up too far ahead of his eyes and hands, meaning he can't keep the ball down when it arrives. He's reaching for it and pops it harmlessly over the fence. Today, with the spinner on and the keeper up, he elects to remain in his crease and adopt a standard back and across approach, except that this time he goes back but forgets to go across, leaving him unable to play around his front leg when this ball carries on straight, and once again he finds himself playing with his feet in the air and his weight headed upwards. The good news for England is that this issue is easy solved. He just needs time in the middle. After a long period away from backyard cricket, Maguire's footwork is a little out of kilter and spending some time at the crease is the best remedy. He's already shown some signs of his best form on this tour, and if he can settle down, he can still have a massive say in this series. Welcome back, everybody, and just a reminder of where we stand then. Luxembourg require 118, just below 6 and over. If they can pull it off, they'll take a 2-0 lead and guarantee themselves at least a draw from this series. Let's head back to the Optimist Club in Walferdange for the conclusion of the first T20.
Welcome back, everybody. Lovely to have you with us as the evening draws in Walferdange, Luxembourg. The first ever backyard international series held in this nation, and it's the England tourists who are the opponents, and the opponents in trouble at the moment, as we heard. Just about scrap their way to something resembling par, but they're going to need a big effort with the ball if they're going to survive this. And we'll see how they go as the sun just begins to dip below the tree line. That glare you can see from this camera angle will fade as the evening goes on and the sun dips below the tree level. But will Luxembourg dip below their expected levels? Ben Lyon, the opener, sent us an intriguing photo there for his player profile. That's clearly been taken at some kind of corporate work event. But nonetheless, on debut, we'll see what he's made of. It looks as though Alex Smith is turning to Tim Cavey to start things off for England. Will it be the 2-2 standard field that we've seen, or will England attack? Smith is generally an instinctively aggressive captain, likes to take risks. Well, there was a question then. Smith was just asked if he wanted one more on the leg side, and he said no, we're going to have 2 slips.
Behind Tim, you got to get on. Rob! Ball!
Taking a bit of time to get going here. Overs Ali Musa it is, who's at the non-strikers end. Played well in the ODI, but couldn't go on from his 17. But looked a good player. Ben Lyon on debut to face first from Tim Cavey for England. 2 slips from England. The first time we've seen that today. It's an aggressive field. Only one man on the leg side. 2 slips in, and Tim Cavey, the left armour, to open up for England to Ben Lyon.
He won't tell you what glue he uses.
punched and down the ground for 4. First ball. What an authoritative start from Luxembourg. Exactly what they will have wanted to see. They've imposed themselves with the ball and doing so now with the bat. What a start to Ben Lyons' backyard career as a batter. He bowled well. And Smith has come in now to a catching mid-on. Not going to allow Ben Lyon to pluck those gaps. England do need to think about the runs as well as the wickets. That's better from Cavey. Straight at that time and just back of a length. And what can he deliver? Smith is known to rate Tim Cavey very highly and was keen to get him on this tour. And how he would love to see him respond to that faith now. It's sure. It's top edge. This could be the wicket. It is. Cavey strikes in the first over. England on the board. It's a crucial wicket for Tim Cavey in England. Ben Lyon is gone for 3rd delivery. That's exactly what the tourists needed. They knew they needed early wickets. And Tim Cavey has got one to pop on Lyon. I think it may have stuck in the pitch. Looked like he got through it a bit early. And the top edge pops harmlessly over the back fence. I remind you in backyard cricket, anything over the fence is out and no runs. And Tim Cavey perhaps preying on the nerves of the debutant. Lyon gone for 4. And England have the first advantage. And Luxembourg have sent in another debutant, Rupesh Bingu. I thought he was one of the more impressive performers with the ball from Luxembourg. 1 for 10, but I think he bowled better than that. Well then, here we go. Rupesh Bingu on debut and walking into a pressure situation, and Tim Cavey has his tail up for England. Oh, edged and dropped! He's put it down! Albie Sharrock, the 16-year-old with the gloves on. It was a tough chance. It was low and it came at him quickly. But England have dropped Rupesh Bingu first ball. Tim Cavey has found that seam movement that's been so potent in this series. And Sharrock, I think, was slow getting down to it. It's burst through the gloves. What an opportunity. He goes begging for England. And Cavey testing him outside off stump again, drawing him across his crease. It's a brilliant start from the left arm up. A brilliant start from England. How they would have loved that to go to hand. 1 ball to go in an exceptional first over from Cavey. Rupesh Bingu across the stumps and bowl. Cavey's called his bluff. It's a brilliant bit of bowling. 2 wickets in the first over for Tim Cavey. And this was a corker. He's pushed Rupesh Bingu across his crease. Bingu went well over off stump. And Cavey called his bluff and threw one round his legs. It's a terrific piece of thinking and it's clinical from England. Clinical from Cavey. 2 wickets in the first over. What a piece of bowling from Cavey. What a game we have on our hands now. Suddenly, having been pretty much all Luxembourg this evening, it looks like anybody's game. Ovais Musa is on strike. Ashgar Ali Khan at the non-strikers is the new man. Mitesh Patel will bowl for England. And this is an important over to back up the work that Cavey did. England need Patel on the money and on the money quickly here. Smith organising his field. Not much straight for England. Patel starts with a wide. That's his loosener. They don't mind that. You can have 1, but not too many more will be the call of the day. For Luxembourg, they just need some calm from Ovais Musa. And off the leg, I think, or an inside edge. It's good from Patel. First one on the money. England need wickets. Luxembourg need calm. They just need to ride out the early storm and flatten the fielders. Oh, that's off the body. That's seam movement. Extravagant seam movement from Patel. He's bowled really well in this series, Mitesh Patel. Oh, England have started with arguably their 2 most impressive bowlers in this series, Cavey and Patel. Neither of them have got the wickets they deserve. Oh, and off the leg this time as Musa swipes at it. I think it was a slower ball from Patel. And again, well bowled. England smothering the hosts in these early stages, not letting them get away. Blocked. Musa gets bat on one. First clean contact from Musa today. Pressure building already here. 4 excellent deliveries from Patel. Oh, that's a bit looser though. Wide ball. Just stalling his momentum. That's perhaps a touch of inexperience. He's on debut as well in this series, Patel. Doesn't want to give away the advantage with careless extras. Oh, and that's close. That's very, very close. Seam movement again. Luxembourg struggling to cope here. England are finding life. Musa is hanging on by a thread at the moment. 1 ball to go in a very good over from Patel. Backed up Cavi exactly the way he needed to. Oh, and off the body again to finish. Oh, in fact, he's been no ball. He's going to have to do that one again. 3 runs from Patel in this over that have all been unnecessary, really. But aside from that, he's bowled a very, very good over. And England will be encouraged by the movement on offer. They know they need it if they're going to stay in this match. And they know how important this match is in the series. The difference between 2-0 with 2 to play and 1-1 is paramount. And off the leg, they don't take the single. Good over from Patel, 3 off it. Luxembourg 7 for 2 and under pressure. No real run rate pressure for the hosts. That's the good news for Luxembourg here. All they need to do is just sit in and ride out this wave of England pressure, and they won't leave themselves too troubling an ask later on. It was less than a run a ball to start with, which is about par in backyard cricket. Tiru Ramasamy. England still holding back their quicks, Maguire and Zayan. Still have an array of medium paces to get through, and this is going to be the first of them. That's the trouble for Smith and for England. That they have 5 medium pace-ish or slower bowlers. Oh, that's a good start for Ramasamy. Strikes the legs of Ashgar Ali Khan. His first delivery in backyard cricket. Doesn't get bat on it. But the pressure continues to build. Shunted down the ground for 4. Good shot, Ashgar Ali Khan. He looked the part with the ball. Is he going to be the part with the bat for Luxembourg? That was played very nicely. There was an air of class about that one. Ramasamy under pressure. At the start of his over now, Luxembourg finally landing a blow back. How will Ramasamy respond? Full toss, punch through the leg side and 4 more, and I wonder if Smith could have done a bit better at mid-wicket. Might have gone under his foot. It was a low full toss from Ramasamy and can't put it away. Successive boundaries for the Luxembourg number 3. Number 4 even, sorry. Apologies. And well played, well bowled from Tiru Ramasamy. Kept his head after the couple of boundaries. That was a better one. And again, good response from Ramasamy. This is where he needs to be. He's a better bowler when he gets it up a little bit more, as he did there. 3 successive dots to finish that over then. 15 for 2. And the raise in volume from the England fielders relates to the presence of Alvin Sathya. As we said earlier on, simply a delight for him to be here. And what a good start to the series he's had. Runs and wickets on his return. Once one of the quickest and most feared bowlers around, he is no longer that bowler because of what his illness has robbed from him. Anything he can contribute is a wonderful bonus for England in this tour. And he has contributed thus far. Has had an impact. Can he do so again today? No, it's a decent start on the money. Turn Musa inside out a little bit. And the England fielders are right behind him. There's noise and momentum behind Alvin Sathya. How they would love for him to deliver them the wicket. Well, he might have done. He has done. It's a wicket for Alvin Sathya. It's a huge wicket for England. His biggest moment of his return to backyard cricket so far. What an important strike this is. Ovez Musa is gone. And Luxembourg are 15 for 3. It was a good delivery, bit of fly on a length, fed Musa the temptation, and with the straight and close mid-on, he's tried to go over the top of him and not pulled it off. Oh dear, it's a soft wicket really in truth, but it's a huge wicket, and England have all the momentum at the moment. We've already seen in this match how hard it is for new batsmen to get settled. Wickets falling in clusters. And this opening exchange has gone exactly how England would have wanted it to. The job is not done, of course. I can't see England winning this match on runs. They will probably need to take the remaining 7 Luxembourg wickets to win this match. And the energetic Martin Smith is the new man. Alvin Sathya, ready to go again. Can he deceive another? Whoa, well bowled. Had Smith in 2 minds, but just blocks it. Every dot ball so important for England, given that they're not defending a huge target. And every dot ball builds pressure that could lead to a moment like Ovais Musa has just had. Double bounce, but fielded by Hollands at cover. What a good start this has been for Alvin Sathya. Dot wicket, dot dot. England could not have hoped for any better from him. That one's flighted and pushed, and it's gone through. Hollands for 4. Well, we just saw a good stop from James Hollands, but that's gone to waste now. He couldn't back up his bowler. That needed to be stopped, really. Boundary for Martin Smith to get him underway, and Hollands won't want to see this again. Well, he's going to blame it on the sunshine, is he? Been given a cap. Last ball of an excellent Alvin Sathya over, a key Alvin Sathya over, left alone. Will he get the wide? No, he will not. Brilliant from Alvin Sathya. England on top, no doubt about that now. For the first time in this match, England ahead of the game. And it's going to be a test of Luxembourger character now. 2 good players at the crease, the South African-born Smith and the elegant Khan. Lancey Sharrock then. Driven, well fielded, got a foot on it. He'll be full of pep and vigour, Lance Sharrock. He always is, full of energy. And after getting run out in the early stages of England's innings, he'll want to make an impression. And fielded. Oh, but it's gone for 4. That's so unlucky. Oh, he couldn't have dissected the field any better, Lance Sharrock. He did well to stop the powerful drive from Khan, but it was right in between the 2 leg side fielders. It's a moment of misfortune. England's first moment of misfortune in this innings. First bit of luck for Luxembourg. Driven, that's in the gap of 4, beautifully played. That's the best shot Luxembourg have played in this innings. Askar Khan taking control. Is this the over that he's going to look to cash in? That was well played, nice, elegant. I really like his technique, Askar Khan. Looks a very stylish player to me in these early stages. And well fielded by Hollands. It was driven back to Sharrock, who punched it down to covers, and this time it didn't go through the gap. James Hollands did well again in the field there. That's flighted and pulled, and it's off the non-striker and 4. Well, all over the place here, everything happening. It was pretty much a beamer from Sharrock. Khan did so well to keep this down. That was around head height, and he slapped it into the floor, into his non-striker. But it is a boundary. Nothing deliberate about that at all from Martin Smith. But very deliberate from Askar Khan. 12 off the over already. And slapped, and Zion should stop, doesn't stop. 4 runs, 16 off the over. Luxembourg for the first time in this innings stamping their authority. Good over that from Askar Ali Khan. He hit those beautifully, had a bit of help from the field. Zion should have done a lot better. But a big boundary, an important boundary. And Lance Sharrock's tough day continues. Run out for 1. Alex Smith saved England with the bat. Can he do so with the ball? Bowled in, first ball! What a day the England captain is having, and he's got Martin Smith with his first delivery. Dragged on, I think. It may not have got up the way Martin Smith expected. Back of a length outside off stump. Did it stay down a touch? Was there more seam movement for England? Either way, it's a huge blow. Just as Luxembourg was stamping their authority, England strike back. Well, they know that that's a big wicket. Alex Smith is having a day, isn't he? Martin Smith, not so much. Bowled well, Martin Smith, got himself a couple of wickets, but he's not had any impact with the bat, and that's a shame for him. He's gone for 4. Mangarish then. Most impressive among the Luxembourg batters in the test match. Hasn't played a limited overs game in this series. He missed the ODI. Smith then to Mangarish to face up to his first delivery into the body. Well bowled. Bit of bounce that time. That got up more than the 1-2 Martin Smith did a moment ago. And seam movement again. Off the body. Oh, now then, there's a mix-up. This is on. There's a chance. And how's that then? How's that for England? Not given. Umpire said no immediately. Not much of a fuss being kicked up by the England players, but I thought this was close. Let's see what we can tell. It was Albi Sharrock throwing with his weaker arm. Oh, is the bat still raised? I think England have been done out of one there. Huge moment of luck for Mangarish. That looked out to me. But Mangarish survives.
What's that?
Could that be a decisive moment in the game? Mangarish is a good player. And if he leads up Luxembourg home in this chase, England may rue that moment. They won't be ruining what their captain is doing at the moment, though. On course for a wicket maiden here. Last delivery of a wicket taking over coming up for Smith. A wicket maiden would be so invaluable to England. One to go. Bouncer, slashed at it. Woods given as a wide. It has to be as it's down leg, but I don't think Smith will mind. He'll be encouraged to see Ashgar Khan play at that. What is he going to achieve if he hits it? If he gets contact on that, that's either going through to the keeper on a thin edge or a thicker one is going over the fence. Smith to refinish then. Floaty at that time, but straight to the fielder and Zion collects. Brilliant over from Smith, 1 for 1. This has been the story from England. Lance Sharrock struggled, but otherwise England have been terrific. Responded exactly as they needed to on a helpful pitch. They've been every bit as good as Luxembourg were. And Luxembourg, I thought, bowled outstandingly well. What will we get from James Holland? I doubt even he knows at this moment in time. This is going to be a lottery. But England need him to step up today. He's got better as this series has gone on. He's got more used to it. And well fielded. Well done, Tim Cavey. Got down quickly to that. It was hit well by Mangarish. Still yet to get off the mark, the Luxembourg all-rounder. And Cavey did really, really well. And James Holland starts with a dot ball. That'll be a relief to him. How England need him to produce a tidy over here. Flat arm beating him, good delivery. Well bowled from Holland. Isn't he adapting well? First ever cricket series of any kind ever. He's just here to help. As England had a late pull-out. And he's adapting really, really well as he goes along. This is an impressive start to the over for Holland. Cut, well fielded, backing up his bowler there, Ramasamy. Well done. Mangarish under the pump, yet to get off the mark. Momentum is with Hollands at the moment. No longer though. That's a freebie. That'll just slight ease on the pressure valve for Luxembourg. England don't want to chuck away too many runs in extras. Settle down, relax, and back where you were, James Holland, will be the instruction. Oh, not there though, that's really ugly. That's a horrible delivery from Holland. And he's going to get a word from his captain now. I think this will be along the lines of just calm down, straighten your front arm, loosen up. But he needs to get back where he was. He's just lost his radar a little bit here. Straight this time, drilled and has gone through. Tim Cavey for 4. Well, Hollands didn't need that. Just trying to find his range again. He needs his fielders on side, and Tim Cavey, having just made a brilliant stop a moment ago, should have done better on that occasion. Crucial boundary for Mangarish and Luxembourg. There'll be another wide. England, you'll remember, were 67 for 4 So they have the advantage in that sense. But of course, they didn't reach their 50 until the 11th over. Luxembourg currently in the 7th. So they're scoring quicker than England did. Holland's being roared on by his England boys. Trying to get him back on brand again. Oh, that's better, much better. Well bowled from Holland. Outside of the wides he's bowled, it's been a pretty decent effort this from James Holland, and he nearly had his wicket there. And one ball to go. If this is a dot ball, then England will take that. Yeah, blocked into the offside. It is a dot ball. 8 runs off the over from James Hollands. England will be more than okay with that. That's fine. And in the same way that Alex Smith dominated the England scorecard, is Asghar Ali Khan the man to do the same for Luxembourg? He's the only one who's looked comfortable. Really can't overstate enough how tricky it is to get in as a batter on this pitch. It's two-paced, there's variable bounce, and it is seaming around all over the place. And so far, really, only Smith and Asghar Ali Khan have been able to ride it. Zayan is the new bowler for England. Oh, that's quick. Had a little waft at it, Khan. I'm not sure what he was trying to achieve. But it's pacey. And every time Zayan has been on to bowl in this series, he's looked threatening but erratic. Just as capable of bowling a pudding as he is of bowling the best delivery you've ever seen. So much pace. So much potential. No, well bowled. Very good again from Zayan. And you can never really take your eyes off him all the way through this series. It's been theatre when Zayan's been bowling. The fastest bowler in the series by a long way. Oh, and there it is again, quick. Khan following it again. I'm not sure why. He's not going to get much reward from doing that. It's hard to see what the benefit is really to Asghar Ali Khan to keep following these back of a length deliveries from Zayan. At that pace, you're only ever going to hit them over the fence. But he resets and refocuses. Zayan's pace is unsettling. Luxembourg's number 4 at the moment. That's a nick, and it's gone through. Has he nicked it? It's over the fence. It must be out. It's surely out. It is. England have just realised. I think the question is whether he's nicked it or not. If he has, yes, it's gone through the keeper's gloves. So it's not out caught, but it did go clean over the fence. Well, what a bizarre moment, but it's a huge wicket for England. It's a fairly subdued reaction to what is a crucial moment in this game. The best of the Luxembourg batters so far, Asghar Ali Khan, the only one who's got to grips with this pitch, is gone. And it's a huge wicket for Zayan, and everybody seems baffled by it. But he's nicked it over the fence. It's out. Still protesting. But Asghar Ali Khan has to go in unusual circumstances. Gone for 24. And Luxembourg now really are in trouble. Marcus Cope then. Luxembourg need a hero. Could it be he? Bowled brilliantly. Batted well in the ODI for that 35. Looked an impressive player. Will he be the man to bring Luxembourg home? First, he's got to deal with a very impressive and fired up Zayan. No, that'll be a wide. First run Zayan's conceded today.
Nice and relaxed, Zayan. Nice and relaxed. Still one.
That was 4 perfect balls there.
Needs to be back on it now. And he is. Marcus Cope gets bat on it, but not in the gap for a single. Low full toss. One ball to go, and Zayan's been outstanding. He's been quick, he's been menacing, he's been threatening. He's got Cope in his sights. How will he finish? With a dot ball, well played, or they might get a single. Nope, thought better of it. Probably was there. These the series leading run scorers then. Alex Smith's performance today has shunted him a long way up the top of the charts, but Mangierish, who's at the crease at the moment, can work his way up that list for Luxembourg, and they'll be hoping he does. Eddie Hudson sandwiched in between. Luxembourg have missed him today. How their batting could use his poise and calm. Didn't really need him with the ball, to be fair, but he is a series leading wicket taker. But Alvin Sathya and Zayan in this innings have both moved themselves up to joint second. Well done to both of them, particularly to Alvin Sathya. What a stat that is for him to be ensconced in second in the wickets. Albie Sharrock then.
Probably smaller than we want.
I mean, the moment we found
No, off the legs. This is close, but not a solid arm. So it'll just be the leg bite. Gets Mangarish down the other end. Gets Marcus Cope facing the spinner. Albie Sharrock is England's only spinner in this series. Slow left arm. Part-timer. He's a wicket-keeper in club cricket. It's an area where Luxembourg have a big advantage. Is the spin department. With all respect to Albie Sharrock, he's not as experienced or capable as the likes of Marcus Cope, Mangarish or Martin Smith. Punched and he's put it down! Oh, what a chance for Rob Maguire, goes begging. Possibly England's best fielder, possibly England's best catcher. And he's put down a stonker here. Marcus Cope survives. It was as generous a chance as you could hope to have. And Albie Sharrock is denied a wicket. Oh, the England vice-captain knows what a big moment that could be. What a disappointment. Well, he's holding his hand up. I wonder if the sun has played a part in that, but then all the England teams have been given caps for this tour. Why isn't he wearing it?
Sorry, Albie.
Can't really use that as an excuse. They all get a tour cap on every trip. And wide ball. Has it upset Albie Sharrock's momentum? He was bowling well before that. What a chance goes begging for England. Rob Maguire, of all people, the man they would have wanted under a chance like that, the man they would have wanted under many more difficult chances than that. Well, fortunately for Rob Maguire, he will have a chance in a moment to make up for his error. There is 1 over left in this rotation and he has to bowl it. The 50 is up for Luxembourg with these wides from Sharrock. And that's 3 in succession now. His rhythm has been thrown off, I think, by that drop chance. England cannot allow their heads to drop. They have to keep doing what they've been doing. They've been really very good indeed, England. In helpful conditions. Punch straight back to him. Well bowled, Albie Sharrock. This has been a good over. Aside from those 3 successive wides. For a part-timer who keeps in club cricket, he's done very well. And just dabbed into the offside. Good bit of batting from Mangarish. He'll take strike for the next over, which will be bowled by Maguire. 9 overs down at 52 for 5. Really looks like anybody's game at the moment. England probably in charge of it, but that drop catch has let Luxembourg off the hook and perhaps let them back into the game. Can Marcus Cope make England pay? Rob Maguire then. Wide to start with. Loose nut, understandable. Not the first today in both teams. Several bowlers have started with a wide first up. But they need him on the money now then. Tucked into the leg side. Good fielding from Kavi and Patel between them. And this does feel like a huge over in the game. England's best bowler, their all-time leading wicket taker, needs to atone for that drop chance. And he does! He's knocked over Mangarish. Well, that's how you respond. Rob Maguire in adversity, showing his character. It's not Marcus Cope, the man he dropped, but it is the dangerous Mangarish who's gone. Won't be repeating his test match heroics today, Mangarish. Rob Maguire strikes with his second delivery. And as the evening rolls in, England needed that. 6th wicket down for Luxembourg now, and it looks a bit forlorn for them here. Mangarish was one of the last hopes, gone for 5. Still have batting to come, of course, Luxembourg. They bat deep, and that's going to be crucial today now, for obvious reasons. But Maguire strikes. Ananth is the new man. Took a bit of a beating from Smith with the ball. so he'll be hoping for better luck now. But he's walking into tough conditions. 4 deliveries from Rob Maguire. Not an easy thing to walk into by any stretch of the imagination. Off the leg. Well, half a chance of a run out, but he'll get home. Mitesh Patel wasn't quite quick enough to it. Leg by it is, so Ananth not quite off the mark just yet. Maguire's off the mark for his evening's work though. And punched by Cope. Down to Cavi. As we come towards the end of the first rotation, I can't think that I've seen an England team bowl a better 10 overs in an international before. Oh, that's good again from Maguire. Helpful conditions certainly, but England have been absolutely superb. Oh, that's a close one. Marcus Cope survives again. Story of his first 8 deliveries here, survival. One more ball to go from Rob Maguire. And he just about keeps it out, Cope, and I think he's done himself some harm. If he smacked his ankle bone, any batter will tell you that hurts. New bowling rotation then for England, 10 overs down, 54 for 6. What a contest we've got on the cards here. What a game this has been. It has swung this way and that. There's been some standout performances from individuals. The 2 bowling lineups have excelled themselves. And just a reminder of why this next 10 overs is going to be so important for the series. Will Luxembourg hold a 2-0 lead after this match with 2 to play? Or will England be level with all to play for? Tim Cavi might have a big say in the outcome. His first over was astonishing. And if he can repeat that now, England will feel they're almost home and dry. You'd make England favourites from this position, but I wouldn't rule Luxembourg out. They bat deep, and the run rate is manageable. So who knows? Tim Cavi to start the second rotation then, the last 10 overs of the match. Oh, beaten in first ball. Seam movement yet again.
Alex, I'd put Albie back on and give it to them.
This has darted across Ananth, the new man. Cut away from him. Full of that time and kept out, and Cavi does the fielding. Well done. No, it's chopped and well played, but Albie Sharrock does the fielding. No run once again. Good start again from Tim Cavi. Pressure building start. One of the stars for England in this series. 8 debutants in their 10-man squad, and he's been arguably the most impressive of all of those. That's off the leg this time, similar to the delivery that he knocked over Rupesh Bingu with, trying to call his bluff and bowl him round his legs. Didn't work on that occasion, but it's 4 dot balls into this over now. Luxembourg don't need to panic at the hands of the run rate, but they will need to judge this well. They can't let it get too far away from them. But in conditions that are challenging against an England bowling unit that is operating to a very high level, it's going to be tough to figure out for them.
Go on.
These 2 just rebuilding. And this time there will be a single. Well, will there stutter, but they get home. Sharrock saved the boundary but couldn't save the single. Ramasamy tidying up for him. And a good over from Tim Cavi. What an excellent evening's work that's been for him. He was the second top scorer with the bat. But far more significant is the impact he's had with the ball. 2 for 5 from his 2 overs. Superb, Tim Cavi. Best moment of the series for him. Very, very well done. And Alvin Sathya back on. Going to get through one of their medium pacers early in this rotation, England. They know that there's a danger of those overs going for runs. No, hesitation again. And this is just perhaps a sign of the pressure that Luxembourg are under. The running has been indecisive. Flighted again, pushed. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's beautifully steered through the covers for 4. Ananth has barely prodded at this, just opened the face of the blade and guided it. Oh, lovely stuff. Delicate. And that just puts Sathya under a bit of pressure. Didn't want to go for an early boundary. Doesn't want to concede too many. Lapped. Tucked round the corner. Good clever cricket from Ananth. get your boundary, and then get up the other end. Classic batter's technique for a new batsman. Will Marcus Cope look to cash in? He's been there a touch longer. It's an aggressive start. He didn't catch it. 1 off 10 deliveries now for Marcus Cope, and it's been a somewhat tortured stay at the crease. He's had one big moment of luck already. And popped in the air, and this is gone. Oh, he's put it down. England have dropped another. And this is just as presentable a chance. It's Alvin Sathya. Oh no, England. Poor old Alvin. Marcus Cope survives. This one's arguably even more of a generous opportunity. Dropped twice already, Marcus Cope. England can't afford to keep doing this. Huge moment in the game, potentially. Marcus Cope survives once again. And this one's tucked into the leg side for 4. Well, how typical is that? A drop catch followed by a boundary. Alvin Sathya's day ends in a bit of ignominy, but he's done his job, Alvin Sathya. Got the wicket earlier on. Should have had another one in truth. This is the way the wickets have gone down. Explosive from England in the early stages. Luxembourg have fought back slowly but steadily. But Cope really should have been gone by now. Who's next then for England? Albie Sharrock is back on. It was his bowling that Rob Maguire dropped Cope off earlier on. Perhaps hoping he can produce a similar opportunity this time around. Oh, wide ball. Interesting to note from an England perspective that Smith and Maguire, captain and vice-captain, both off the field at the moment and deeply engaged in a tactical conversation, working out how they're going to manage the last 8 overs of this innings. With Luxembourg still in touch with the run rate, England really feel that they need one more wicket. Finding the single, Ananth. Seems to like that little dab through third man. Rotated the strike well thus far. Marcus Cope just getting a little bogged down. Oh, flashes in another one. Well bowled Sharrock. That one skidded through a touch. And again, we've spoken about how difficult it is for new batters to find their timing on this pitch. Everybody has struggled. And Marcus Cope flicks one away for 4. Are his struggles over now, perhaps? Is that a warning sign for England? Have they missed their chance in this match? How difficult we know about for new batsmen to get in. Is Marcus Cope now set? And if he is, that is a big, big problem for the tourists. Doesn't quite get a hold of that one. Sharrock tidies up off his own bowling. Always looks as though he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders, Albie Sharrock, but he's had a pretty decent day with the ball. He's done okay thus far. That's another good delivery. Well punched though, and Zion does well, backing up the bowlers. Really been a mixed bag from England in the field today. They've had some brilliant moments, but in between the drop catches, a couple of careless misfields as well. One delivery to go in Albie Sharrock's day then. Will probably still have a role to play in the field. He's a good fielder, one of England's better fielders. And his day with the ball is not quite over yet. Or is it? They're asking for a wide. It hasn't actually been given by the umpire. It has now. I think Marcus Cope protested.
You just say, it's
Felt like a pie, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, solid logic from the umpire. If it looks like a pie and it smells like a pie, it's probably a pie. Albie Sharrock just needs to reset himself. Ah, punch for 4, lovely shot. Well, these are danger signs for England now. Marcus Cope looks as though he's had enough of the prodding and poking and dithering around, and he looks like he wants to impose himself on the tourists here. That was beautiful. Great camera angle. Tiru Ramasamy, the new man for England then, to bowl the 14th. This game so finely in the balance. Luxembourg have just about beginning their recovery. They were 40 for 4, remember. No, that stayed down. Didn't get up at all from Ramasamy. For as long as Ananth and Cope are there, Luxembourg will feel fairly relaxed about their situation. The run rate's not getting away from them. They're rotating strike really well. And it feels like this is such a huge partnership, but they still have good players to come. Will Heath, the captain, still to come. Punched, and Sharrock. Oh, he's dived over it and 4. Well, he should have stopped that. Again, this bizarrely erratic fielding display from England continues. Brilliant one moment, average the next. And Lance Sharrock should have done a bit better there.
Very loose, Lance.
Ramasemi under a bit of pressure there. Not been his best day with bat or ball. Driven, that's a lovely shot, and 4 more. Marcus Cope is really starting to dominate England now. Those drop catches hanging in the back of English minds, and this is the best shot Luxembourg have possibly played in this innings. Textbook cover drive. That is glorious from Cope. Successive boundaries.
People getting bored of the match. I've got stuff ready to go. It's yeah.
Flicked. Will it be a third? No. Patel does well. But it's just starting to look now as though Marcus Cope has got the measure of this pitch and the measure of this English attack. Driven beautifully, well fielded, James Hollands. That's more what England need. Doesn't matter how he keeps him out, as long as he does. He's an arthritis sufferer, so we can forgive him not bending down too much. But this partnership up to 31 in the blink of an eye. Marcus Cope's got most of them.
No, okay. Yeah, I'll come in.
Looks as though it's going to be James Hollands. What a gamble this is for England. The man who's never played cricket before, coming on to bowl at a moment that could be make or break for England. If this over goes round the park, it's surely the end of their hopes. Well bowled first up. Pressure is most certainly on both teams now. For Luxembourg, they know that getting out to James Hollands would be borderline criminal offence at this stage in proceedings. And England know this over cannot go around the park. Oh, a shot along the floor. Well, Hollands is reacting well to the pressure at the moment. First 2 deliveries have been good. It's one of the most important overs of the series so far. And Hollands is handling it. He's rising to it. Can he continue to do so? White ball. Another careless run conceded by England. Too many of those today for their liking. 5 overs to go after this one. What kind of position can Luxembourg leave themselves in? If they can cash in here, it could be crucial, could be decisive. Anand pushes, they don't take the single. Is he becoming a little frustrated, Anand? Is he feeling bogged down? Not as much noise around the ground now. Not as much noise from the England fielders. They are locked in. Driven. And it's Lance Sharrock. There's a misfield, but he'll recover, will he? Yes, he will. Dot ball again. Terrific from Hollands this. 4 dot balls and a wide amounts to borderline perfect for what England would have been hoping for from him. He's getting better and better as this series goes on and rising to the challenge in this over. Oh, and it's off the leg and it very nearly sneaks through. I think that went through Anand's legs and just missed leg stump. What a terrific over James Hollands is bowling here. Anand hasn't got one away, just the one wide off it and 1 delivery to go. Could this be the decisive moment in the game? James Hollands has delivered under the most pressure he's been under in this series. And again, it's a dot ball, just 1 off the over. Superb from Hollands. His best moment of this series so far, I would say. Well done, James Hollands. 5 overs to go then for England and for Luxembourg. Just working out their bowling rotations, England. They have Zayan, they have Smith, they have Maguire and they have Patel. They're 4 frontliners. Lance Sharrock, the remaining bowler. But it's Zayan now and it's quick and it's off the body. Really a palpable degree of tension around the ground now. England have frontliners still to bowl. Luxembourg know the importance of this partnership. And beaten again, beaten outside off. Quick from Zayan. Quickest he's bowled in this series today. Really ramped it up for this match. The shorter format allows him to really go hell for leather. And this run rate is just beginning to slip out of Luxembourg's grasp a touch. It's above a run of ball and climbing. And with Maguire and Patel and Smith still to come, is that a problem? How important does Lance Sharrock's over become? When do England use him? So many considerations for these two sets of players to think about as we approach the business end of a crucial match in this series. Zayan again, he's bowling very, very well at the moment, and again he's beaten him. And I'm surprised to see that from Marcus Cope. I was expecting him to just play Zayan out, but he's had a go at one.
Good, Albie, good, Albie.
2 to go. Pressure again. Down leg brilliantly taken from Albie Sharrock, the wicketkeeper, but it's a wide nonetheless. Zayan has conceded only 2 runs in his spell today. They've both been wides. Aside from that, Luxembourg have got nothing on him. I'm not sure they've even laid a bat on him in truth. If they could do so now, it could change the look of this game. Slower ball off the body, half an appeal. He won't get LBW for that. I'll remind you, in backyard cricket, LBWs only apply if the batter is not playing a shot. But Zayan, they do still need to be hitting the stumps. Last ball for Zayan today then. Been a really, really good spell from him. And beaten again outside off. Flash from Marcus Cope. A terrific afternoon's work for Zayan comes to an end. And it comes to an end with a hairy moment again from Cope. Just one off that over. What decisions for both of these teams now. Looks like it's going to be Patel for England. Captain and vice-captain in conversation. They both still have to bowl. Smith, Maguire and Patel are the frontline bowlers. But it looks as though they've had a change of heart and it'll be Lance Sharrock. It's a gamble from England. If this over goes for a few, they won't leave their frontliners much to defend. But for Luxembourg, if they don't put Lance Sharrock away here, they may lead themselves with an impossible job against the likes of Maguire and Patel. This is a crucial moment. Sharrock to start his over to Ananth. Misfielded. Oh, it's gone through for 4 again. It's so unlucky for Lance Sharrock. Oh, what an awful day he's having. Run out with the bat. And I think this is the 3rd time he's deflected one off his own body into the ropes. Such misfortune for Lance Sharrock today. Oh dear. Well, England will hope that's not a precursor of things to come. It's a crucial boundary for Luxembourg. It should relax Ananth. He's been under pressure. Full toss this time. Clip this time. 4 again. Same result this time, but more convincing for Ananth. Is the plan backfiring for England? Luxembourg are down to 24 off 22 needed now. They gambled on getting through one of Sharrock's overs and leaving a steep chase against Maguire and Patel. But it's not working. It's off the ball. It's not happened again, as it has. It's 4 again. Well, the umpire wants to check. Was this in front of square? This is a big decision for the umpire. If he gives it as 4, which I think he will, it'll be the 4th time today Lance Sharrock has deflected one off his own bowling onto the boundary boards. And he's not to blame for any of those, Lance Sharrock. It's not his fault at all. It's off his knee. It's such bad fortune. Goodness me, 3 successive boundaries. The look of this game changes materially. It's under a run of ball now for Luxembourg. Good batting from Ananth, flicked away for the single. 4-4-4, calm yourself down and get up the other end. Very good batting from Ananth, and it suddenly looks as though, from being under pressure, he may have timed this run chase beautifully. Marcus Cope on strike for 2 big deliveries. Drive, scuffs it, takes a chunk out of the pitch. Groundsman won't be too pleased to see that. That's scuffed the surface. 1 delivery to go in an over that has backfired for England. They gambled on getting through Lance Sharrock early and it's not worked. Driven, this could be another 4. It is, crucial boundary. Luxembourg down to 15 needed off the last 3 overs. That could be match defining after all the work these 2 teams have done. Is it going to come down to that over? 17 from it. 50 partnership for Cope and Ananth. What a performance from these 2. Under so much pressure, under a relentless wave of English pressure. They have rode it all out, but they've got more to do. Maguire, unsurprising this. I think this is Smith's only option. He had to go to his best bowler after conceding 17 off Sharrock. Off leg. Single, leg by, that'll be. What can Rob Maguire summon up? How much energy has he got left in the tank? His first over was brilliant and got the wicket of Mangarish. But his job is not done. It feels like this over or bust for England. If Maguire cannot take a wicket off these 4 deliveries, they could be in big trouble. Punched into the offside, another single. Smith chasing after it.
Gone through. Got 1 run. We get another.
3 to go.
Yeah, we need another one.
Do England's hopes rest squarely on the shoulders of their all-time leading wicket taker? How can England win this game if Cope and Ananth survive Maguire? Patel and Smith are good bowlers, very good bowlers. Defended, it'll just be a dot ball. As we said, Smith and Patel are both very good bowlers. But with only 13 to defend and 4 wickets in hand, Luxembourg, 2 set batsmen. Seeing it off, I think Luxembourg have realised here this has been a very intelligent partnership, and I think they're playing this over beautifully. Last ball for Rob Maguire. A huge one in the match. Pushed again. Zayan can't get there. Single figures the target now. Maguire's day ends on a sour note. He doesn't deserve that. He's been excellent, Rob Maguire. But what a way for Luxembourg to finish his spell. 9 runs needed off 2 overs and Maguire out of the picture. It's all going to be on Mitesh Patel. Smith is going to save himself for the last over. He's going to back himself to defend whatever target Patel gives him. And Patel, as we've said throughout this evening, arguably England's best bowler in this series. And his first over today was good. On to Cope now. Fwah, swing and a miss. A big flash from Marcus Cope. I think they know now, Luxembourg, that they can afford the work these 2 have done. They can afford to chance their arm now, throw the blade at Patel, and if they get out, they still have batting to come. It's England who must make the running. Patel again, pushed. Is that 4? Where was that? Is it in front or behind square? I think the fielder has said it's in front. Well done, Rob Maguire, for his honesty at a crucial moment, but it's a disaster for England. And it just feels like the life has come out of this game now. It's been a brilliant contest, but is it falling flat at the end? We thought we'd get a last over thriller. It doesn't look like we will. Oh, punch through the leg side for 4, scores level. Brilliant from Marcus Cope, and that is the end now, surely, for England. Luxembourg have done enough. They've done all the work. These 2 have been absolutely top draw. In the face of an onslaught, they've been brilliant, Cope and Ananth. Survived some chances, survived some luck. They need only 1 to win. Slower ball, cut away, and that's the game. Luxembourg take a 2-0 lead in the series with 2 to play. They've guaranteed themselves a share of the spoils in this campaign. What a brilliant game this has been. But the star of the show is Marcus Cope. He bowled superbly well, and in the toughest of conditions, he's won the day for his nation with the bat. A word too for Ananth Srisailapathy, who played second fiddle to Cope for the most part, but the flurry of boundaries he delivered at the end was crucial. And that's the final moment. That's the denouement for England and for Luxembourg. Drilled for 4 through Marcus Cope's blade. Brilliant, brilliant game, and Luxembourg on balance deserved this victory. They were superb with the ball, and that partnership rode out a wave of pressure. England have done their best, but it was the batting that let them down. Brilliant game of backyard cricket. Luxembourg have won it. Very well done to them. Well done to both teams. And that the final tale then, the story of that game really was the 70-odd partnership between Cope and Ananth. They were superb, the pair of them. Marcus Cope in particular, the star today really. For England, they will be heartbroken. They bowled so brilliantly for the most part. Cavi was the leader. He was outstanding. Zayan, Maguire, Smith all in the wickets. Alvin Sathya as well. Marcus Cope, as we said, the man of the match then. 2 wickets with the ball and that crucial match-winning, potentially series-defining 38 not out. What a player he is. And the final tale then of a close game, but one in which Luxembourg did enough work with the ball. They did enough work earlier on to give themselves a cushion at the end. And England just ran out of steam. And this series, this match was sponsored by PowerPlay Sports. And this is how this series looks now. Luxembourg guaranteed a draw in this series. England playing for parity. Sponsored by PowerPlay Sports. Big thank you to the Optimist Club and everybody in Walferdange for a brilliant series. That was the best game of it, and we'll see you next time.
Jo, moin, wir sind Optimist Cricket Club hier in Luxembourg und wir sind der nächste Stop von Backyard Cricket.